Today's subject is toothpaste. One of our favorite subjects because we've tried so many of them. I feel like I don't want to try another toothpaste.
But we should talk about the problem with the toothpaste that you have at home. If you have the traditional brands and you actually read the warning label, it says not to give it to a child under 5 because basically it's poisonous. So we went to try to find toothpaste that wasn't poisonous because presumably you're using it at least 2 times a day.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
A couple of things. So there's a little bit of controversy out there about fluoride as an ingredient.
Right.
Because some say there's too much fluoride now in the environment. You get it in your water if you're drinking tap water, but not if you're drinking well water. That fluoride can be toxic in amounts that are over whatever the limit is. And that is why they have, for the most part, those labels. Because the other ingredients that are yucky in here, they're not really talking about. We'll get to that in a minute.
Right.
But the key is that when you see the advertisements on television with that nice big dollop of toothpaste, that's about 5 times the amount of toothpaste you're supposed to use. You're supposed to use a tiny pea-sized amount, a small pea-sized amount. That's not very much toothpaste.
Right. But we're swallowing like meatball-sized bits of toothpaste every
which you're
day.
not supposed to do.
Right.
So let's leave the fluoride out of it because there are some good, healthful toothpaste that actually still contain fluoride. So
What about sodium lauryl sulfate?
that is a different subject.
Okay.
Sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium laureth sulfate, same thing, SLS. These are ingredients which most people who've done the research agree are not things you want to be putting in your body, and they are in almost every product you look at.
Exactly.
From shampoos to creams to lotions to your toothpaste. Which means that by the time you put what they say is the average 9 products on your body every day or in your body, you're getting way too much SLS. So let's try and find toothpaste that don't have it.
Okay.
So for example, one of my favorite toothpastes, as you know, that I used for years because it's Ayurvedic and it has all these yummy, delicious ingredients, also has sodium sulfate, so I stopped using it because it's the surfactant. It's the thing that makes things foam up and good. But we found perfectly suitable alternatives.
Okay, so let me tell you my first one I found, okay?
Yeah, I haven't
it's
seen this one
neem
yet.
toothpaste, and I found it at a holistic doctor's office. And basically, I opened it up. I did the cinnamon because I was taking homeopathic drops at the time, and you can't have mint.
Right.
So it comes in mint or cinnamon. But I opened it up, and it's brown. And I'm like putting brown toothpaste on my teeth, and I'm like, oh my God, are my teeth going to turn brown? This is so weird. But totally not. I now love it. It tastes fantastic, and it's my teeth are actually getting whiter.
And neem is a traditional Ayurvedic herb which is used for many things, including antiviral uses and antibacterial uses, which is kind of nice to know that you're really cleaning your mouth. So that's good.
Now, my husband would dream of putting cinnamon toothpaste that's brown on his teeth. So I found him the Himalaya toothpaste.
Right, that's the one.
And
It's a new package. I've not seen the packaging.
They changed it. It took me like 20 minutes to find it in the store.
Right. So that's the alternative to the Oramir that I had been using.
Yeah,
that's a good.
So that's a good one. Then I went to a natural dentist, and he claims that these two are the best. Tooth and Dental Herb Company, Tooth and Gums Paste, and the cleanest one by far, he said, is this tooth soap, which is a whip. It's a whip.
Good to me.
So you just, and it also comes as an oil. I didn't get the oil, but this is like a mini whip. You put a little bit on, and it has the least ingredients of any of them.
Oh, so I think it's a little bit of trial and error to see what leaves your mouth feeling clean, because that's a lot of what it's about.
Right.
There's also one called the Healthy Dentist. We don't have it here. I know it's available, pretty readily available, and it comes in a fluoride and a non-fluoridated brand. It doesn't have the other yuckies, and it's a pretty good toothpaste. So I like that too, the natural dentist. But there's some pretty good choices, including Weleda salt toothpaste, which I love. It's an old one that's been around for a long time.
But you have to get used to that.
You have to get used to
that. It's like one weird taste. Yeah, it is really strange.
So there's alternatives, and it's really worthwhile. And Tom's, Tom's of Maine, but be careful because they have a lot of brands on the market, and some of them have the yuckies, and some of them don't. So you have to be careful. Again, read the labels. And that's it for toothpaste.